Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing U.S. passport renewal at the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok. I'm going to go ahead and quote an article from the New York Times, that's nytimes.com. Article is titled, Why an Estimated 100,000 Americans Abroad Face Passport Problems. I'm citing this mostly so that people understand sort of the background. This isn't just a Thailand thing. I've had a lot of correspondence from people who are trying to get their passports renewed and things are not moving as fast as they normally move. Quoting directly, consular appointments for U.S. citizens overseas are nearly impossible to come by as many embassies plagued with COVID restrictions and staff reductions remain all but closed. Quoting further, I should say. American Citizens Abroad, an advocacy organization for U.S. expats, sent an official request to the State Department in October 2020 to prioritize Americans' access to consular services abroad. But people are still experiencing delays, said the organization's executive director, Mary Louise Serrato. Quoting further, in Mexico, which is believed to have more American expats than any other country, a recent search on the appointment database for the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City showed 0 available appointments for passport services. Even with emergency circumstances, appointments from July onward have not yet been released. I'll get into that in a minute. Quoting further, as of early April, 75% of U.S. consulates abroad remained at least partially closed. And that's rather telling. Getting into the July, July onward have not yet been released. Yeah, they don't usually book out appointments past 2 months out for much of anything. We see this in the visa section. We see it when dealing with ACS, that there's sort of a time lag, if you will, with respect to when they set appointments. So I think part of the reason for this is they don't want a bunch of people, one, gobbling up all the appointments. There is kind of a weird, and they go into it in this article. I urge those watching this video, check out this article, Why an Estimated 100,000 Americans Abroad Face Passport Problems. Again, nytimes.com. But it's, they go in there, they talk in there about there's sort of this almost black market of people who've gone in and they sort of snatch up all the appointments and then sort of resell them onto a secondary market. The State Department has been clear that they don't take very kindly to that. And personally, I don't think it's as big a problem as maybe it's made out to be in this article. The fact is there's fewer appointments, or there seem to be, and there's still the same number of people that need to do the same number of things. But we've just got this situation where there's less staff, or they're not open at all, and we just have to deal with it. Now, again, I hesitate to say it's nobody's fault. Maybe you could argue, I take that back. Nobody's really trying to make this any worse than it is. It's just they have their protocols to deal with, and then on top of it, in some jurisdictions, as was the case in the embassy here at the beginning of the year and into last year, they weren't really even allowed. In a sense, they were kind of voluntarily going by the nationwide rules, and they just were closed because the rest of the country was closed. So you're looking at a backlog from the past year of people that need to do things, and then on top of it, the system is not running optimally, so we're ending up with these circumstances. I totally understand people's frustrations, but if you're looking to get a passport, especially those watching this video who don't need it yet, but maybe it's going to expire in a year, probably not a bad idea to start planning for that now, because you want to get your passport renewed before the 6-month mark, because if it's got less than 6 months validity, it can be a real problem with respect to flying. So, those folks who have a year left on their passport, might be a good idea sooner rather than later to start making arrangements to get it renewed.